my dear students, welcome back. I hope you all are good. So today let me start SST chapter number 7, the medieval period, यानी कि मध्यकालीन. So I will tell you again. So this is full chapter is medieval period, यानी कि जो हमारा medieval मतलब मध्यकालीन युग होता है उसके बारे में हम आज पढ़ेंगे. Learning outcomes, sources of medieval period. Sources मतलब जो साधन होते हैं. कैसे हमें पता चला मध्यकालीन युग के बारे में? क्योंकि कुछ स्रोत, कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी उस टाइम पे थी जो अब तक हैं, जिनकी वजह से हमें पता चला. हिस्ट्री इज द स्टडी ऑफ द पास्ट इवेंट्स दैट शेप्ड वेरियस कल्चर्स. हिस्ट्री, इतिहास जो है वो हमें अपना जो पिछला, जो पास्ट है, उसके बारे में जानकारी देता है. इट इज़ अ ग्लोबल फेनोमेनन दैट इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 पीरियड्स. ठीक है, 3 पीरियड में बटा हुआ है. एंशियंट, मिडिल एजेस एंड मॉडर्न. एंशियंट मतलब प्राचीन युग, मध्यकालीन युग एंड आधुनिक युग. ठीक है, प्राचीन, मध्य और आधुनिक. इंडियन मेडिवल हिस्ट्री विटनेस कंसिडरेबल चेंज बिटवीन द 8th and 18th सेंचुरी. ठीक है ना, भारत का जो मध्यकालीन इतिहास है वो गवाह है इस चीज का कि कितने बदलाव आए हैं 8वीं सदी से लेकर 18वीं सदी तक. For the sake of convenience and better understanding of the changes in society, economy, politics, religion and culture during these centuries, the medieval period is further subdivided into early medieval and late medieval period. So, early medieval period. The early medieval period lasts from the 8th century to the 13th century, i.e. between 700 and 1200 AD. So, the powerful kingdoms of the Palash, प्रतिहारास, राष्ट्रकूटास, चोल्स एंड द राजपूत रूल्स ड्यूरिंग दिस पीरियड. तो ये जो युग था, ये काल समय था, इसमें कौन कौन थे? पलाश थे, प्रतिहारा थे, राष्ट्रकूटा, चोल्स और राजपूत का शासन था यहाँ पे, राजपूतों का. सो लेट मेडिवल पीरियड. द लेट मेडिवल पीरियड लास्ट फ्रॉम द 13th century to the 18th century, i.e. from 1200 to 1750 AD. The rule of the Turks, the Afghans and the Mughals comes within this period. Okay, so the medieval period is important for the following reasons. किस लिए महत्वपूर्ण था ये? Due to the sufficient information, we are more familiar with this period. तो sufficient information जो है उस युग की, मध्यकालीन जो युग था उसको लेके बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन है जो हमें इस चीज के बारे में और बढ़िया जानकारी देती है. Most of the regional languages of India developed during this period. तो इस पीरियड में, इस काल में क्या हुआ था? मोस्ट ऑफ द लैंग्वेजेस, रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस, उनका इन पे क्या हुआ था? डेवलप मतलब विकसित हुई थी भाषाएं तरह तरह की. आर फूड एंड ड्रेसेस आल्सो इवॉल्व ड्यूरिंग दिस पीरियड. हमारा खाना, हमारी जो पोशाक है वो काफी चेंज हुई. न्यू रिलीजियस लाइक दिनेलाही एंड सिखिज्म एंड मैनी ऑफ आवर रिलीजियस बिलीव्स एंड सोशल कस्टम एंड ट्रेडिशंस ओरिजिनेटेड इन द मेडिवल पीरियड. द इंडियन कल्चर developed with the fusion of the Hindu and the Muslim culture traits. So this integration reflects in art, architecture, literature, music, painting, etc. The Bhakti and the Sufi saint brought about a better understanding of the fundamental principles of Hinduism and Islam, which caused a greater harmony and tolerance among people. The institution of well-maintained currency led to economic development of the country and a marked improvement in agriculture and expansion in trade and commerce. Many European countries, attracted by the economic prosperity of India, tried to have trade relations with India. ठीक है, भारत से क्या हुआ? उनके ट्रेड, व्यापार को लेके संबंध बनाए. However, the position of women in the society was further deteriorated. ठीक है, जो महिलाओं की जो वो थी पोजीशन, जो स्थिति थी वो काफी सुधरी. सोर्सेस ऑफ मेडिवल पीरियड. अब मध्यकालीन जो युग है उसको जानने वाले जो स्रोत हैं, जो साधन है, क्या है? टू नो अबाउट द मेडिवल पीरियड ऑफ इंडियन हिस्ट्री देयर आर मेनी सोर्सेस सच एज इंस्क्रिप्शंस, बिल्डिंग्स, कॉइन्स, रिलीजियस एंड नॉन रिलीजियस लिटरेचर. लिटरेरी सोर्सेस, we have a number and variety of literary of textual records increased noticeably during the medieval period. Literates and chroniclers used it to write chronicles of rulers, petition, judicial records, accounts and taxes. So the teaching of saints and traders' transactions were also recorded on these papers. So the literary sources include the following. Autobiographies or memories. The memories of Babar and Jahangir were autobiographical accounts of their period. So these were written in the first person. Biography and chronicles. Various authors wrote chronicles about the life and activities of various rulers and dynasties. Kalhana's Rajatarangini is an account of the rulers of Kashmir. Kumarpal Charita by Kshemendra and Prithviraj Raso by Chandrabardai are historical accounts of the medieval age. Akbarnama written by Abul Fazl is a biography account of the life and reign of अकबर. ठीक है ना, अकबर की जो लाइफ है, जो उसका है पूरा, इसमें है अकबरनामा में. तो इनकी वजह से हमें पता चलता है. लिटरेरी वर्क्स इंक्लूड ऑटोबायोग्राफीज एंड मेमोरीज लाइक तुजुकी बाबरी, आईने अकबरी, तुजुकी जहांगीरी एटसेट्रा. These are illustrated with beautiful painting called the miniature painting. They throw a good deal of light on the development of art and painting. Accounts by foreign travelers and historians. Foreign travelers like Al-Biruni, who visited India during the 11th century, wrote vivid accounts of the contemporary history, geography, astronomy, philosophy, etc. So Minhaj and Barni wrote the history of Islamic rulers and sultans in India. Amir Khusro wrote Tughlaqnama during the 13th century. Okay, important foreign travelers invoice. Al-Masudi, 1957, an Arab traveler who gave an extensive account of India. Al-Biruni traveled all over India and wrote a book, Tehqiq-e-Hind. It described the social, religious and political conditions of India. Okay, Ibn Battuta, 1347 book Rehla, the Travelogue, throws a lot of light on the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Abdul Razzaq, 1443-1444, describes the wealth and luxurious life of the king and the nobles in the Vijayanagar Empire. Domingos Pais was a Portuguese traveler who visited the court of Krishnadev Rai. William Hawkins was 1608 to 1611, was an English ambassador of the British king James in the court of Jahangir 1609. Sir Thomas Roy was an ambassador of British King James I at the court of Jahangir. Peter Mundi was an Italian traveler to Mughal Empire in the reign of Shah Jahan. Medieval literature. Some books and autobiographies written in medieval period are given below. Kalhana, Rajatarangini, Al-Biruni, Tariq-e-Hind, Firdausi, Shahnama, Amir Khusro, Tariq-e-Lahi, Ziauddin Barni, Tariq-e-Firuz-Shahi Fatwa, Jahandari, Minhaj-u-Siraz, Tabaqit-i-Firuz-Shahi, Tabaqat-Nasiri, Babar, Tuzuke Babri, Babarnama, Abul Fazl, Akbarnama, Aine Akbari, Surdas, Sursagar, Inayat Khan, Shah Jahanama. So, the medieval chronicles were written by contemporary authors who were either court historians or freelancers. Some of them came as traveler and wrote about India. Archaeological sources. Beside the literary sources, the archaeological sources are the inscriptions, coins, monuments, paintings, weapons, and other antiquities. Coins are not only a valuable source for reconstructing dates of the economic conditions of that period. Okay, so monuments and paintings are works that retain the grandeur of the period for a long time. Monuments and buildings, Smarak or Imarte. Historical monuments in buildings such as palace, temples, forts, mosques, tombs, clock towers, etc. also help to reconstruct the past. These buildings reveal the architectural styles and the cultural influences of the period. So, the famous monuments of the medieval period are the Humayun's tomb, Qutub Minar mosque, such as Kuwait-ul-Islam and Java Masjid, Red Fort and Taj Mahal. Inscriptions and paintings. Inscriptions consist of religious instructions or records of royal proclamations and gifts to temples and villages. Inscriptions supporting wars or victories showcase military interests and achievements. Social or spiritual messages on pillars show the social or religious interest of the rulers and also give a detailed picture of the life of the people. So trade, commerce, administrations and military exploits. Some inscriptions provide a list of various rulers of the dynasty, which is a valuable source of a particular dynasty. The paintings reflected themes of religious forest life, court scene, mythological stories, lifestyle of people and food habits of the times. ठीक है, अब आते हैं कॉइन्स, सिक्के। तो सिक्कों का मतलब ये है कि जो भी शासक आता था ना, जितने भी साल के लिए आता था, वो अपने सिक्के लॉन्च करता था, उस पर अपनी फोटो, अपना समय, सारी चीजें उस पर, तो उससे भी पता चलता है। कॉइन हेल्प अस टू आइडेंटिफाई द नेम्स एंड रूलिंग पीरियड्स ऑफ किंग्स। कॉइन्स ऑल्सो हेल्प अस इन नोइंग द एक्सटेंट ऑफ द एम्पायर्स एंड द प्रेजेंस ऑफ कॉइन्स इन foreign lands indicates trade with them. Study of the coins is known as the numismatics. Okay, so this is our medieval period, यानी कि मध्यकालीन युग. I hope so the all topics are covered here. I hope you all are very well understand it. So we will meet you the next class. Thank you.